All right. So here's the thing. Traveler girl, though. Why do you consistently believe everything that lunatic Bobby Ramos says to you? Hmm? Why? Why? And Cindy Infinity, I didn't dox you. So stop telling people I doxed you. I never doxed you. Stop lying. Your name isn't Cindy Infinity. I never doxed you. And yes, I have seen you in live streams. Hi, Just John. And for instance, Just John here, right? He probably, now I'm only assuming, but when Mary was going on about you, I'm thinking that probably what you said to her was, hi, ministry, was, hey, it's Sharon talking about your friend homeless in America. And so she starts screaming at you, John. Like, are these people, like, do they just, like, literally like being ridiculous? Just John saw exactly the same thing everybody else saw. Nobody's picking on homeless in America except your buddy, Sharon. It's the only one. Nobody else. Nobody else. And no, Annette doesn't clone herself and go around and talk about herself. That's ridiculous. Who does that? Who does that? Any person who believes bullshit, like I'm Munchie and I clone myself and go around and do these things. Um, Anybody who goes around believing that kind of shit is ridiculous. Suddenly, I'm the bad guy because I'm harassing Cindy Infinity and her children. No, Cindy, no, no, no. That's not what happened. Nobody's harassing you and your children. But the bottom line is, you're going to sit down with a bunch of fucking losers that are sitting there and they talk about everybody else's kids. They talk about everything they want, every nasty, disgusting thing they want. And you think I'm supposed to have some sort of, hi, coward. Yeah, according to, everybody in Burns chat, I am everybody in my own chat. I'm everybody in here right now, by the way. Did you know that? I'm Just John. I'm Ministry of Peace. I'm Coward Strikes Back. Yep, I'm everybody in my room right now. Hi, young Byron. It would be better if they were a cult, because then maybe Reverend Jim Jones or whatever the hell his name was. Although, wasn't that the guy from Taxi? wasn't it? Hi, Mandy. Yeah, I'm everybody in my chat room. I do all this. I'm every person here. I'm every person here, according to that. I sit there and I talk to myself in my room. I don't know, like, if that's something that they do. It must be. Like Bobby Ramos, you're a fucking weirdo, man. You really are a weirdo. You really are. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like that gypsy, what was it? The lady who did the Gypsy Rose, whatever, the Munchausen by proxy shit. Because I've never seen somebody want so much attention in my life more than Bobby Ramos. And the Vern sits there acting like these people are supposed to pay his rent and everything. He thinks he's doing them some kind of a service, a disservice. I couldn't, no, I liked Bobby, but what they don't understand is that this is not normal behavior. Yeah, you're right. We were talking about Aileen Wuornos. Yeah. We were talking about, like, and she comes storming in and wants her fucking wrench back because I played trivia. I mean, or not, she wants a wrench trivia. I mean, to me, I'm like totally, she was, and yeah, she was. She really was, actually. Oh, we picked strawberries for summer vacation. Oh, we did this. Oh, this happened to me, and that happened to me, and this happened to me, and that happened to me. Oh, Monster. Yeah, it was. I felt bad for Eileen Warnock, so. I mean, ministry was there. She's seen that Vern has been doing this shit for fucking years to me. I never did anything to him. I never did anything to that freak of fucking nature. Never. This motherfucker just can't fucking stop, man. He's like, well, I don't talk about her or give her any of my attention. Well, your whole fucking room does, and they better shut the fuck up. And then that disgusting, disgusting, disgusting Talk from Mary Mary tonight. Am I a twat licker? The fuck kind of language is that, Mary Mary? Like, what is wrong with these people? I can't even. I really, I can't even like comprehend their behavior. It's so fucking weird to me. Fucking Cindy Infinity up uh, on Vern's panel tonight, and BP going on about. And she said this to me, and yeah, BP, how convenient that you just completely leave out what you had said to me prior to it.
And not feed into that. I will bring it up every once in a while. I don't discuss it. I don't feed it. Um, when people are given another
Disclaimer: I do not own the rights to all. Yes, she is. Yeah. It's the weirdest shit. I wish they'd get another hobby.
chance of life, there's no reason to be so fucking hateful and just callous and
But who are you talking about there? Mm-hmm. Like, who are you talking about there? You better not be talking about me.
just disturbing fucking things that come out of their mouth. And I'm just like, my God, why aren't you humble? Why aren't you, you know, being grateful that you've done?
Who are you talking about? It better not be me. You better not be thinking that you know how I feel. Hi, Mr. Tim. Hi, everybody. Have I forgot anybody?
Another chance to be here, to live another day. You know, I don't get that.
Have I ever said I'm ungrateful to live another day? But what I don't understand is why a fucking complete stranger like yourself and other bitches, Travel Girl Lou, feel the need to make me feel like I shouldn't enjoy another day. You want to try and make my life so fucking difficult? I mean, are you kidding me right now?
Especially right now, I sit back and I'm like, how the fuck is this person, how can this person be so fucking callous? It's insane, man.
Now, weren't you saying you had cancer not long ago? Now, what happened with that? I mean, you better not be talking about me.
Oh, thank you, BP. Thank you, Connie. Yes, Trey, please. Yes, yes, BP. Oh, e-voters, thank you so much, baby. My email is
Tony R says, because they don't think life is a gift. Yeah, okay.
Angie Davis at 483. Angie Davis 483 at gmail.com. Hi, Lighthouse. What is it?
Douchey. Isn't he sweet? This is, yeah, nutcase here. He was screaming at me and Shill, which is DDP. Hear him saying the N-word over and over again? Let's plug that in so everybody can hear that. So everybody can hear the guy that they don't call a racist, even though they call me a racist. It's very strange to me, but
Yeah, you won't come over and look for yourself. Yeah, you won't come over and look for yourself, Cheryl. That's like right up there. You are fucking left up, dude.
that's the normal guy, Vern.
So I live in the whole time, fuck finish, done. Fuck you, done. Fuck you, done. Fuck you, done. Fuck you, done.
Yeah.
Fuck you, done.
Yes, Cindy Infinity. Isn't he normal? Isn't he? Isn't he normal? Yeah, he's normal. He's normal, all right, huh, BP, huh? I'll tell you in a minute. Isn't he nice? What a nice guy. He's awesome, Cindy Infinity. He's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, BP, he's a great guy. Isn't he normal? He's so normal. So normal.
I got it. I got it.
God told you what I am. Fuck it up. You're a liar. You're just wow.
It's so normal.
Stop you every minute.
Yeah, buddy, I'm stalking you every minute, buddy.
Got you. Got you.
Well, tonight Vern was telling everybody how they could all watch my stream without giving me views.
Fucking God. God. Fucking God. Oh, fuck God. Fucking God.
All right, good night, Minister. I love you. Yeah, he was never stalking me or nothing at all. Prudently, BP, Cindy, and anybody else.
Fuck you, cunt, shit, you fucking hoe. Fuck you, cunt, shit, you fucking hoe. So fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck.
Yeah, he was living with his mother when he was doing that. What a fucking dream, huh? What a great kid. Fucking loser.
You fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just live? Yeah. Huh?
Weirdo, huh?
Tell you how many people are on there watching us? When it's live?
This is the same person who was saying they never wish death on anybody. Sick fuck. Sicko. Vern. It's Vern. He's a fucking great person, isn't he? I mean, telling people, well, he was using my, you know, my, you know, how like I say that it's terrible that YouTube allows this going on, and you know, if enough people hear and we get the right ear, that you know, maybe we can do something about this and get this kind of behavior to stop. And I don't know what a CBT is. You know, and they're all in there, you know, whatever happened to that petition to get her taken down? What do you want to get me taken down for? I mean, if you all have everybody in my room blocked so you can't see what anybody is saying, then you wouldn't say anything, right? And that would mean that I Heart Pink, BP, and all the rest wouldn't, you know, have anything to bitch about and say. So, in other words, are you saying that you don't see us saying anything about you, but you keep talking about me anyway? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're implying? BP, is that what you're implying? That you don't see I Heart Pink? Is that what you're implying? You don't see what I'm saying, but you keep talking about me every night anyway? Oh, yeah, no, he'd probably like that.
I mean, that person is addicted to doing that with that person, and it's like no different than the person slamming the fucking shit in their veins. You know what I mean? There's people that are addicted to gambling. They're putting money into a machine and knowing they're going to lose. You know, and when they win, they're not happy with it. They throw all their money back in there. It's a serious
Hi, I'm about. How are you?
illness. You know what I mean? And you have to look at it that way. It's an illness. You know what I mean? So don't be frustrated with people like that. That's where you just can't be. You can't. If it makes you upset and stuff, don't be around or let people like that make you upset. Be happy. Life's too short to be upset or be caught up in that. You know what I mean? You're a good
Gee, you think, Vern? But you sat there screaming, die, die, die to me?
person. I know you mean well, and I understand your frustration. All that I do, you know. But take it from me, like there's nothing worse than trying to beat your head to try to understand or comprehend nuts people that are nuts. You know, the IPPMO project that was happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, people. We want to be supportive. We just try to heal the pain and agony of frustration of people that are absolutely nuts. What the fuck? Now Detroit Pool.
Nice, I'm about. Nice. Bacon, slab bacon.
You're the devil. What are you doing here?
Who knows what this fucker's.
Yeah, what the fuck? I know. I said I was gonna be back earlier, but I got stuck with things. You know, I don't mind.
With nothing. You get stuck with nothing.
And they don't want to let other people in. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. You know. And maybe you're right, Random.
I'm convinced Random is a guy.
Nobody's gonna ever judge you here. We don't judge. We don't do that stuff. You know. People make their own breaks here and stuff. So you either not.
Well, then stop calling. Stop. Just stop.
Nice, or you're not, and if you're not, you don't need to be here, right? And I like everyone to interact and be acknowledged as best as possible. So
Oh, as long as they're all talking about SG.
as long as they're within the discussion range, you know, when people come, sometimes people come in here and they'll just like talk their own conversation. Sometimes it's off topic if there is a topic, and well, I'm not judging it. I just sometimes have to ignore it, you know, because that's the silliness of it. But I never ever ignore any, you know, Random or Tina or Bobby or Pink. You guys are all
I didn't know
awesome.
Tina
And IPP, you're new here.
works in a pizza place. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that?
I don't ever remember seeing your channel here. So anyway, welcome. And feel free to interact or say what you will, you know, as long as it's not mean or talking shit. So you get that fucking pill every month, and then you go, then once you get it over with, then you go back to driving your car, and you're like, I love this car until about 3 days before you got to make that payment again. It's a hell of a tap dancer or whatever it is, you know, shake dancer, shake kick dancer, shake kicker dancer.
Oh,
Yeah, they have these weird settings in the account now. Sorry, I'm just responding to something. So unnecessary and wrong and everything, you know. But in the picture I have behind me, this is a nebula shot by the James Webb Space Telescope. It's one of the new ones.
Oh God,
like
I wish he would
forget which
fucking
nebula
be fucking shot out to space. I really do. They should put him out in space. They really should. They should. I think he should volunteer for that.
I put it in the name of the thing, but maybe if you want to come up, Deadpool. Do you something happened to you or?
No, SG played my video tonight.
Oh.
You know, the interesting thing is that she called me and I was at work.
Why are you telling him that I called you? Why are you telling Vern anything, you freak of nature, Cindy Infinity?
It was about 7 o'clock, and then when I was getting ready to leave, it was about 8:30 ish, and I saw that she had called, and I'm like, "Why would she have called?" And then I'm like, "Oh, trigger went off my brain," and I, you know, went onto YouTube, and I'm like, "Oh, she's playing my video."
Yeah, he is. He's gonna fly over the cuckoo's nest.
What about my niece?
Wow.
In Sandy Hook, and she, you know, debunking it and telling me I'm a liar and prove it and all this shit.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yeah,
It was kind of because you were screaming that Tiffany H was a liar.
I'm not going to feed into the bullshit. You know, I'm not going to.
Oh,
You know.
Well, you are, because look at where you are, up on there.
yeah.
Why am I going to? You know. And so I messaged her and I said, "Did you message me out of courtesy to tell me you were going to slander me?"
I didn't slander you. I played your own video.
You know.
Wow.
You know, and she's saying in the video, "Oh, prove that this is your niece. Prove that this is your story. It's not just your."
Yeah, it's not just your story, but the way you went about it was that Tiffany H stole your story and plagiarized it. I mean, that's exactly the words you used.
Your story. It's everybody's story. And
It's the family's story. It's not everybody's story. It's not everybody's.
Shut up, douchebag. Burn.
Yeah, it's my story for how I went through things, being a part of a family that went through something very tragic. You know, I mean, it's not my story in the sense that I lost my life. Does that make any sense?
Well, no, that doesn't make sense.
And the child is a minor and has no business being mentioned on some toxic.
Hey, you know what? My daughter will always be my baby. How dare you and your disgusting people on your channel speak of my child the way you do?
Person's channel to begin with.
I mean, like, how do you say it's not your story when it's part of your loved one's?
I don't know, Cindy. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. You're the one who said it to Tiffany H. You said that to Tiffany H. You did. You did. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you don't understand. Like, how does somebody even say that? You know, I've never doxed her. I've never said.
I don't know. Do you think that the guy who was screaming, "Die, cunt, die, die, cunt, die," is the person to ask a question like that? I mean, everybody you surround yourself talk shit about me and my kid, and you think you're gonna sit here. No, my sympathy for these motherfuckers has gone out the fucking window. I mean, seriously.
Your sister didn't lose her life in 1984, right?
Yeah.
I have never said you didn't have cancer. I have never said these things. I've never uttered these words about her. Okay. There have been many people upon many times that have.
And you sat there through it all. And like I told you, it's not the words of my enemies, it's the silence of my friends.
Have questioned her medical status and so on and so forth. Right.
Yeah.
I've never done that. So how somebody comes on.
Yeah, but you don't find a problem in it, so.
And questions that about me.
No, you were questioning about Tiffany H. So I don't know. What's the problem there?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's wrong. And like I said, it's nobody's business who the children's names that were in there. I mean, whether it became part of the published events or whatever, but as far as you and your family's concerned.
I don't know, buddy. You had no problem running my name, my address, your chat has, I don't give a fuck. My sympathy. I've seen Cindy Infinity in places going, did everybody check out my video I made about that person? I mean, shut up, Cindy. I had never done shit to you. When you sit there, you support it, okay? And that's the bottom line.
And you have the rights of privacy and be left alone.
Gee,
Yeah,
you think, fuck turd?
that's absurd. And like I said, you just want to tell your story and bring it out. I'm not here to judge you or to make you to validate you or whatever. Just take people at face value and their word. You know what I mean? And you've been consistently on.
Listen, motherfucker, Vern. You better fucking apologize to me for what you were saying about cancer. And you better cut the shit with allowing those motherfucking losers in your room to talk about my kid. Not new. He's been doing this for 4 years. Vern's been doing this shit for 4 fucking years. He needs to fucking get a life.
Honest to me about everything that you said, and there's no reason. Now, somebody who's dishonest, who tells lies about somebody, have really the right to question other people.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay, Sydney Infinity, how am I dishonest? How am I dishonest? Vern, you loser. How am I dishonest? Loser? 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 How am I dishonest, huh?
I've never,
Echo. You might have the YouTube browser open. Are you on the phone or on?
I'm on phone. Am I getting an echo?
Yeah, I think you have to open that. If you do,
Hold on.
yeah.
No, she sounded fine. It's you, Vern. You're just being a fucking dick and fucking with her. Who the fuck would run over? What type of women would run over and support a man, so-called, who does that kind of shit to a 54-year-old woman?
Let me take a look.
Yeah, it's trying to cancel it. It's still coming through. It does that sometimes if you open. Oh my goodness.
How about if everybody was
Is that
in there
better?
talking about your kids,
Testing.
Sydney?
No, it's still there.
Would you feel okay about that if everybody was in there talking sexually about your kids? Would that be okay by you? Huh? Would that be okay? Because you seem to think it's okay when people do it to me. I don't know who the fuck these fucking lowlifes think they are. I really don't. No, I've never seen anything like this in my life. Mr. Tim, if somebody would have said to me the day that I got cancer that this shit was going to happen, were going to bet me $1 million, I would have said no. People don't act like that. I would have said no. No, I wouldn't have believed it for a minute.
If you look like at the tab, like go under the plus part and see if there's close all the tabs. Yes, we did. Yeah, it's gone. About other people, and then you don't validate your own credibility too. I don't know. I didn't even know there was one. Oh, I guess we. Does it? Is it? Is it? Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, I guess we did. Yeah, it's gone. That's right. What's happened to the petition to get her off YouTube? I don't know. I didn't even know there was one.
Why should there be a petition to get me off YouTube? Am I really that effective? Or are they just that defective? I'd say it's because they're defective. I don't know why, man. Because of people like this.
But yeah, and it's annoying. Like you can open or close those. But I'm not like for me, I'm not too. I don't know. I didn't even know there was one. Oh, I guess she had to close it down, but she was fine there for a second. But yeah, the problem with Chrome on the phone is that you can open it up another window
Get a job if you know all this shit.
in the background, or you can go on the tab. Now the tab I think is the one that causes the
Yep,
echo.
because
In
of
the
people
other
like Vern and
window,
Tiffany
when you open
M.
up the other window, it
Mhm.
closes it down so it doesn't play. But
Yeah, it's exactly why, coward.
yeah, and like I said, I'm not here to judge people or anything like that. I mean, I'm at the point now where people, everyone has their opinion and everything like that. But when it comes to people's families and all that, like, you don't need to name names or anything like that. I mean, like,
But it's okay for them to talk about my daughter, my deceased sister, and me.
the only time that I have a problem with somebody is when they go and lie about other people and talk shit about them and say things that are flat out untrue. And that's pretty much where I draw the line. You know what I mean? And then
I don't care what line you draw. Mental illness, Mandy.
once you lie about other people and then you don't validate your own credibility, I don't see the point in going any further. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you
But
lied about me. You said I didn't have cancer. You're a fucking liar.
I'm not like for me, I'm not soliciting. Um, I'm not looking to solicit validity because, like I said, I mean, we're on YouTube. People want to try to prove Cindy wrong or whatever, then they can do their own research and all that shit.
No. See, no. See, that's you. That's how you would think. Doing research on it. Thank you, Mr. Tim. Welcome, Williams F1 Racing. Yeah, they are. They are. How are you?
She doesn't have to come up here to me and justify, what
I
she's
like Formula One racing. You know that already. You know about my tattoo.
doing or whatever. It took enough courage. I can't even imagine having that happen in a family. If I lost my niece or something like that way, it would have been horrible. And depending on how close your family is and all that, I mean, it can be.
Yeah, okay, Vern. But here's the thing. Why the fuck did she make a video about me prior to? Why the fuck why are you talking about? Why are any of them talking about me?
Absolutely devastating. Now there's people that, their nieces and nephews are like their own kids. I mean, I've had a distant relationship with my sister, but I would be just as devastated.
Dude, you threatened to frickin' off your own kids, and that's the truth. You did. That's why there's a restraining order on you.
Oh, I lost her again. That was quick. Try again. It's paste.
Fucking guy is a fucking menace to society. Never worked in his fucking life.
Okay, is that right?
Never fucking paid child support. Nothing. A menace to fucking society is what he is. He's a menace to society.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. No, I still hear the echo. Is it opening up another tab?
Oh, God, who gives a shit, buddy?
Test.
Just did it that time.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's fine.
I can hear you right.
Look how dumb you are. Is that really your fucking last name, Cindy? I hope no. I hope not.
Yeah, it sounds all good.
So did you hear my video replayed tonight?
Uh-uh. No, I don't watch her channel at all. I can't stand her, like her voice.
So I don't really understand.
So
So
why do you keep talking about me?
I'm gonna put this out there real quick. I got a phone call, which I missed because I was at work. You know,
Yeah.
about 7-ish p.m.
All right, we already
From
heard
her.
all this shit. What's your question, bitch?
No message, no nothing. And by the time I saw it, it was probably like 8:45, and I'm like, what the heck? You know, so I go online. I'm like, oh, she's gonna start to play my video that I did.
So then don't make it.
You know,
Right.
which was regarding Sandy Hook. And, you know, it probably doesn't encompass everything that I could say or would say, you know, regarding the tragedy and my niece's death.
Right.
But I did the best that I could. You know, it's hard when you're,
I don't know why you were talking about Tiffany H like that, though, with such disregard. You had such disregard for Tiffany H.
trumped up for words, you know,
Right.
and she's got some vile people in there questioning me.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, Mr. Kim.
You know, who are you? This isn't your story. No, the fuck it is my story. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if people saw it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, and besides this being your story, it's not their story. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, she definitely, she goes, no offense, but I'm asking for proof.
Welcome back, I'm about. Here's the thing. Do you not see everybody, the shit they say about me, Cindy?
yeah, no, and like I said, why do you need to provide proof? They could, if they're so smart, they can figure it out for themselves.
Exactly.
I really don't want to. If you say it happened, it happened.
The victims were listed. They could go and back check, and it's really easy to run a search on people and find out who's who. You know, they know who
Is it?
the
Burns.
parents are, and that if you're related to them, is there a maiden name or a given name, whether it's a brother or sister, they'll be able to figure everything out pretty easily. You know what I mean? Because once you have the
I believe the issue was had with your lack of concern to anybody else. Mainly Tiffany H.
names, you can look and see their pictures. You can find everything you need to do. Is just that they want you to tell them names and all that. You're not obligated to tell anybody's child's name, especially your own relatives. You know, come on, especially on this platform.
But it's okay for you to run my name and my address, Vern, and Bob's phone number. And for Sharon's do shitbag people in her room to say the shit they say. All that shit's okay.
Well, the other part of this is that, you know, she speaks about, you know, her sibling that was killed or was
My sibling wasn't killed.
deceased, you know, from 1984.
Why do you keep saying the year?
And no one has ever questioned that. And no one's ever questioned her cancer. You know,
No one's ever questioned my cancer. No one's ever questioned my cancer. Did you just really say that, Cindy? So your integrity just flew right out the fucking window. Because you're telling me that you weren't on Babo's panel. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
what I'm saying. And I texted her and I said, what was your purpose in doing this? Like, why did you call me before you went live?
Call me. You're from Connecticut. You don't talk like that.
Did you want to give me the courtesy to tell me you were going to dox me?
I didn't dox you, you weirdo.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
understand.
she's like, oh, you went live on Tiffany M's and you went live on Burns. And I'm like, okay, but I've still never spoken badly about you.
It's the silence of you, bitch. And you're just lying and said nobody ever questioned. You need to shut the fuck up, is what you need to do, douchebag.
Right.
Like, people could have to take issue with you because of their own personal agenda or whatever has happened between you and them. I
Well,
still stand very tall in the fact that I've never had to take issue with you. Like, I'm just putting
I don't know why you're on Burns talking about it. Why are you talking about a private phone call?
out there. And then she has people on her channel tonight, or a person that came on to speak about somebody that she was very close to, did not have a relative, but was close to one of the relatives, this woman, Sarah, that was speaking about.
Why are you talking about Sarah?
About somebody's child, and, again, she's not like, how is that okay?
How is what okay? What are you talking about? What did I do?
am not speaking out against you.
yeah, well, it's because she has a problem with me, and that is her huge deal, I guess.
No, they don't have 7-Eleven, do they? No.
I don't know.
Well, she's listening right now because she just sent me a text that says, I'm disgusting.
And how are you discussing?
I really do.
So you think it's a laughing matter?
I'm not speaking out. So I'm not speaking out against anybody.
Well, you already
Right.
did.
Right.
You already did. They have the off license.
I don't really know how I'm disgusting because I've never spoken out about her. I've never said anything.
Listen
Because they're on
to
my
yourself. I know, right?
panel, and that's what it is.
I mean, actually, I'm not disgusting. I don't know why you think I'm disgusting.
Because you sent me a text before that telling me that I'm gross. Is that okay?
I don't. I really don't.
I think that she's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm disgusting.
What's up? What's up is
What, talking shit, is he? Again about my daughter? And what, you think that's all okay?
yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, like, I don't know why you even want to even engage with her anymore. I mean, for her to even make the statement she said, that would be enough for me.
Oh, shut up, loser.
But there's, like me, in the history with her, it goes back so far that, like I said, I don't have anything to say about her anymore because I just don't want to engage.
Sure you don't, buddy. That's why every live stream you do is about me. Lucky you, I'm about. I wish I was.
And that's what we're about, is support. I don't want to see anybody not supported and taken care of. I think we lost Cindy again. It might be network problems that she's having.
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody not supported unless it's, me or anybody in my realm.
I think we lost you, Cindy. I can't hear you. Yeah, we lost her. Okay. If you need me to throw the chat or the link back up, let me know. But yeah, there's to sit there and personally attack somebody
Do what?
just because they want to be someplace else. It's yeah. I mean, exactly, Deadpool.
Spit it out. Spit it out, buddy.
Yeah. But like I said, don't even engage with her. You give her views and all that stuff. It supports your channel. If you don't want to support her channel, don't. I don't go there. I
Sure
told you.
you don't, buddy. Well, aren't you guys lucky? Hey, if anybody wants to donate a little flour for me. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You guys how to do it. Make up a sock account or a sock channel that you restream her with that she doesn't know about, that you distribute privately amongst yourselves, and then you can watch her that way, and you're only giving her one view.
So
But
you're
every
talking
time all
about
you guys go
stealing
on
my
there, you're giving her
views?
multiple views, and all
Really? Really, buddy?
you're doing is, like it says, giving her the substantiation that, just like Deadpool said many times, don't give her the oxygen. If you give her the oxygen, you guys go over there, you're giving her oxygen free. And it'd be best just to
I don't need them to give me oxygen.
ignore it. And I mean, I can't emphasize this enough. When you ignore somebody like that, they no longer bother you. If you sit and watch them, it's just going to erupt you.
And why are you talking about me
and
every
I
single
know
night, buddy?
there's so much
No,
negativity that goes
seriously,
on.
just
I
tell me
know
why you talk about me
it's
every
offensive to all
single
of you.
fucking night. Tell me why you talk about me every fucking night. Why your live stream talks about me every fucking night. Just tell me exactly what the fuck your problem is, douchebag. Other than the obvious. Yes. Yes, I do.
All that, but I don't care. I mean, like, if you want something done, you have to do it the way I told you to. You have to go and you have to document.
Why you interested in donating to some flour? Just kidding. Although I do see people says booze fun and shit, Craziness.
Actual things that are being done that are against the policies or the laws of the land. The policies of the company or the corporation or the laws of the land. If you don't have that, there's nothing you can do other than ignore it. But if Cindy needs me to hang the link up, just say.
This guy's a nut. He really is. No, he really is. Oh, you're lucky.
Say so, Cindy. But I would try restarting your phone first, and then you could go into the Chrome settings if you're having problems, and you hold the icon down if you don't know how to do this, and it opens up a submenu, and you go to the little eye in the corner of the submenu. There's an eye. You click that eye, and then you go under to where it says storage, and you clear the cache, and that's.
Oh, you guys are lucky.
sometimes corrects a lot of problems because it might be that it's actually opening up a virtual window or something, causing the static and all the echo and all that stuff. But yeah, and like I said, the thing is that you know, by not giving her oxygen, she'll smother herself. She'll sink herself, you know. Yeah, and that's like what I was been saying. Yeah, DDP is.
What is the problem these people seem to have with me, though? That I need to be given no oxygen, that I need to have a petition made about me, that they need to go on a fucking freak that has stalked me since 2018. What is the end game here? What? Did I not die? Did I not die from cancer? Is that the problem? You have a great day too. Do you work with people who are racers, or do you work in the racing community?
Yeah. I try to avoid talking about it actually. Yeah. That's what I heard. She came on here. Okay, you need a link? Here we go. Yeah, BP, that's what she was talking about.
There's BP in there, ready to talk about me some more too. I mean, how much do these people have to talk about me? Every single day. Every day. Oh, well, for this fucking burn, it's been since saying he's going back to what? Howard?
What's up, Sarah? You can drop it if you need to. Okay.
Oh, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. I'm sorry, you keep losing connection, but
That's okay.
So what was the point of you making a video if you didn't want anybody to comment on it?
Oh my God.
PP was just commenting that she saw that, or Prudence saw the whole thing and said that they threw it us. So, or she threw it.
Oh, Prudently, her good friend that, you know, they already knew each other and I didn't even really know it. That these motherfuckers all knew each other and were just stalking people.
More or less. You must have fallen asleep. She needs to wash her hands of that. She doesn't. We'll see for attorneys. So the attorneys are going to get 1/3 of this.
The attorney for what?
Settlement. And I guess the 4.1 million.
Oh, you're talking about the settlement about Alex Jones?
So yeah, they're going to get the families altogether will get 3 million roughly. So that divided amongst 26 families, right?
Well, I think if I was one of the families, I would want to know who the second person was that was seen going into the school with Adam Lanza. Just in my thought, and I'd want to know. I'd want names. I'd want social media to be able to, you know, to track down. I'd make YouTube become, you know, if it was on YouTube, or I believe it was on Facebook actually, Facebook to be compelled to give out the names of those people who were trolling those people.
Hardly.
Well, I mean, it was being talked like it was being said tonight. Like, this isn't your story, Cindy.
No, you
And I'm
were
like,
saying that to
how is it
Tiffany
not my
H.
story?
You were saying that to Tiffany H.
Story when it's my niece? Like, how is it not my story when I've lived through this?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so everybody wants to make fun of the fact that like they can't hear me when I do my streams, or you know, and I've talked to you about my medical issues, and I do
I didn't hear anything about a medical.
my very best to speak about things, right? So you can hear me right now. Can everybody hear me at least somewhat clearly?
Yeah, the slug laying there, he can hear you.
Right now.
It is so appalling. I have never spoken out.
The ADHD for him is a dickhead diagnosis.
Never said anything negative about anybody being a cancer patient or anybody losing a loved one, a sister, or anybody, right?
You did. You listen. Stop.
Yeah.
I have never questioned it. I have always said we will support this person to the utmost degree.
No, you haven't.
For whatever they are going through, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, you didn't.
My stance has always been,
no, you didn't. Where have you been? Where have you been, Cindy?
you support this person. You love this person. You support this person. You give them everything that you can in terms of whatever you can give, right?
Yeah.
The second, you know, she hears,
Why is this all about me?
I have something to talk about when it comes to Sandy Hook. She's like, well, I knew that you had a very close loved one or something very close to your heart, but I really would question this, and I need to see proof.
Cindy, if you would have ever actually taken my phone calls, you'd know.
I've never asked that of her when it comes to her cancer. I've never asked that about her when it comes to her sister that everybody wants to dox that comes to 1983 or 1984 when she passed. You understand what I'm saying?
You just said dox, though. What'd you do? Just slip up about doxing? The fuck kind of shit was that, huh? So you know that people dox people by looking for people's loved ones' obituaries. So you just slipped up. You just slipped up. Hi,
Yeah.
Justin.
Like, I'm not doing that because it's not the right thing to do, nor would I ever, ever, ever think of that.
Yeah, me neither, but I think you would because you just slipped up. You put docs in the same shit you were talking about there about the year and my deceased relative. What a weird fucking thing to say, isn't it? That was a weird thing to me.
She hears I have something to talk about when it comes to Sandy Hook. She's like, well, I knew that you had a very close loved one or something very
No, I didn't know you had a beloved one.
close to your heart. But, I really would question this, and I need to see proof.
No, that's not what was said.
I've never asked that of her when it comes to her cancer. I've never asked that about her when it comes to her sister that everybody wants to dox.
Everybody wants to dox.
That comes to 1983 or 1984 when she.
Wow. So you're doxing me, you stupid pig. Aren't you just a fucking treat, you little pig?
Passed. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that because it's not the right thing to do.
You
Nor would I
just did
ever,
it, pig. You just did it.
ever think of that. Wouldn't ever come into my mind.
It just did.
Or mine or any other normal person. So
Oh, but all of a sudden, I talk about my story when it comes to Sandy Hook. That's not your.
Shall we? Now, let me just understand this. Why did you tag Vern Vision in this? Why would you tag Vern in your Sandy Hook video? Cindy. Does anybody understand that? Why would this woman tag Vern in her Sandy Hook story?
Hey guys, what is up, YouTubers? It's Cindy Infinity, and I am recording a video because I'm really feeling a certain type of way right now.
But I don't understand. Why did you tag Vern in your Sandy Hook video?
And so I was going to do this on a live chat, and I just decided this was the better option. Okay.
He asked her to. When? That's the reason why I played it, is because she had tagged Vern. It doesn't say anything about Sandy Hook, but
So, forgive me for a minute. if I'm trying to gather those together, because this is a very emotional issue that pertains to me and my family directly.
And Traveler Girl Lou. Why?
Okay. So, many
No,
of
I
you have
think it's because although she says she doesn't speak badly about me, she tagged people that do speak badly about me.
many of you guys have heard us talk about the Sandy Hook school shootings in Newtown, Connecticut. It's become a very prominent news
I don't know if you think you're telling us stuff that we don't know about Sandy Hook, but
worthy story. Recently and also in the past. And the reason it's become
you'll
so
fill in the cast. Did you just say you'll fill in the cast? Hold on a minute. Did she say she'll fill in the cast? Can I hear this one more time? Did she say she'll fill in the cast? Did she say that? Did she say that? Did she say that?
and also in the past.
Oh, and also in the past. Okay. I thought she said she'll fill in the cast. Yeah, well, it's a pretty big deal, a school shooting. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Yeah.
And the reason it's become so prominent, I think in a lot of regards, is because of the severity of what took place there. So the backstory
Wow,
to
you're a rocket scientist, huh? It became so prominent because it was the severity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was actually laying the spectrum wires on everybody's cable in the community. Mm-hmm. Cutting all the wires. He bought these vibrating things, right, from Walmart. He called them massagers, okay? And he put them on the wall outside of his mother's bedroom. The poor woman was deaf and probably thinking she was going crazy with the vibration. What a fucking asshole, huh? Said he did it to repel the signals they were sending to make his mother crazy through the microwave.
the Sandy Hook school shootings was that there was a boy named Adam Lanza who went to Sandy Hook Elementary School.
You might want to ask your buddy who was talking to him for a couple of years on the gaming circuit. Cindy. He was so pissed at her because it was a reverse mortgage on the house. I don't think he would leave. I think that's why they had to go pull him out of there. I don't think he would leave. You loser. He was basically breastfeeding off this poor woman that he probably made deaf, in my opinion. Probably shoved pencils through her eardrums, in my opinion.
In Newtown, Connecticut, which was also known as Sandy Hook.
Now, the reason why, you guys will realize why I had such distaste for this video shortly.
On December 14th of 2012. And
you do know on the Social Security Death Index it says that Adam Lanza died December 12th, right? You know that?
he opened fire. He broke in the front doors of the school.
Came in through the window.
And he opened fire with an AR-15, along with a lot of other very high-profile magazine rifles, weapons.
Yeah, he went in just like a pack mule.
And he shot down 26 people in that school. 20 children, 6 adults. On December 14th.
Yeah. It's tragedy.
And my niece was one of these children that was killed in this mass school shooting. It's
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel a lot of sorrow for what happened. But don't think that Vern is much different than, in my opinion, I'm about GT. Oh, good to see you. Gitsy.
It's not a foul. It's not anything that has been told to be a hoax. It happened. She was killed. Okay. And
Yeah, not everybody was saying that it was a hoax in the way that people didn't die. Some people felt like there was something politically motivated behind it, okay, Cindy? Maybe you should, answer your phone sometime. Maybe you might learn something.
so,
Can't always use that blonde excuse. You talk to us like we're blonde.
there has been a lot that has been spoken about regarding these shootings and the tragedy that happened at Sandy Hook. And so much so has been spoken about as it's a hoax. It did not happen. These were crisis actors.
Yeah, but not everybody has said that. Burn.
So on and so forth. Okay.
And so on and so forth. And so on and so forth. So on and so forth.
Believe what you want, and I'm here to tell you.
You can believe what you want.
Lost a loved one. I lost somebody that was very near and dear to my heart, and it is not a joke. It is a crisis actor situation.
How did I do anything to this? Earlier, they say GMA lost a kid, and that's my fault too. Yeah.
Is none of that. Okay. So believe what you want, say what you want, and I'm here to tell you that I've lived through this, and that's all.
Okay. I've lived through cancer. People have lived through a lot of things. There was a lot of families that lived through that. That's not the only school it's happened in. But you need to understand the reason why I've been trying to call you, Cindy. But see, I don't trust you. I don't trust you enough to think that you can even possibly comprehend a political, motivated. Ooh, okay, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
And there is to it. There's people that want to speak about this tragedy, claim it as their own, say that they lived there, say that they were a part of it, say that they had a child that went to school at that time.
Can you tell me this, Cindy? Why did Tiffany Moser become so intricately involved in that she ended up with every single person on both sides, on the hoaxer sides and on the survivors' sides and on the witnesses' sides? It would behoove a lot of people to check out how many of those surviving the witnesses are still around. Kind of just like the witnesses for the Las Vegas thing and a couple of other terrible events. Ask yourself, I mean, I'm just saying, it would behoove you that if you are serious, and I would think you are, I wouldn't think anybody would make up something like that. You might want to talk to me, Cindy, in a phone call. And you might, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's some ugly shit. And that's who you're friends with. That's who you're friends with. Why do you think their name gets pulled into that all the time? It is not a coincidence. And it's not a coincidence that Tiffany Moser, Hoser, and Marshall, Master, whatever, that's not a coincidence. Hi, I'm about. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
But they just didn't go to school at that time.
So she's talking about Tiffany H now. So she moves right on to Tiffany H. Got to get on Tiffany H's ass.
Because they stayed home from school that day after they heard my story. Okay. Come to find out, no, you didn't. No, you didn't live there. No, you didn't have a child that went to that school. And no, you didn't live through this tragedy.
Now listen to her voice. You hear that tone? Is that the same tone of the woman who was saying how mean SG was to her? Telling her it wasn't her story? Who is she? Really? She's talking to another woman here, not me.
So stop taking my story and putting it upon yourself as your own. That's plagiarism. So stop doing that bullshit.
Does she sound credible? Maybe credible. Maybe it really happened. But does that sound okay?
Because you know what?
Because the excerpt from the book where Tiffany appears quite a bit, but the recent one, the most recent one, it was released about a year ago. Within the last year, the Sandy Hook book, a woman named Elizabeth something, I believe. Yeah, they speak of Tiffany in there. And they say she didn't send her kids to school for a week because she was shook up about it. So Newtown, New London, when, you know, somebody glances at the TV screen and it's saying announcing a mass shooting at a school in New something, Connecticut, what mother doesn't have a right? If the first three, you know, knew something is the same and her kid is in kindergarten. Why are you so angry that Tiffany H had something that you should have had a commonality, something you could have empathized with, yet you couldn't? You're mad about something about plagiarism?
I'm not for it. I will continue to tell my story. I will continue to tell the story of my niece, and I will continue to always hold her in the utmost regard and speak.
But why are you bashing Tiffany while doing that? And why do you have Vern hashtag and Traveler Girl Lou? Shouldn't you have Sandy Hook hashtag? How is this holding them in the utmost regard and telling the story? You don't even have the mindset to hashtag it.
Of her in the most proper way, but not when some slandering plagiarist wants to come in.
Plagiarist. But now suddenly it's me. Now I'm the bad guy. Because I found just taste in how she's speaking. I mean, I felt that you're sounds disingenuous to me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Come on. This is a room full of guys here. I know you guys got a set of cojones on you. Come on. Am I wrong?
And scoop up my story and say,
And scoop up my story, she says. She doesn't think anybody else could have been affected by Newtown. So what if somebody else did have somebody missing, I'm sorry, loved one lost at Newtown? Would they also be swooping in and stealing your story? Or would you, what? You got dibs on this? Is that what you're saying? You got dibs? You got dibs on this? You pissed? I mean, come on. Hashtagging Vern Vision and Traveler Girl. Well, what the heck does that have to do with holding somebody up in the highest regard and telling their story?
oh, they lived there during their time of being of a battered woman's shelter.
Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. Shall we? Let's hear her sympathy for domestic violence, shall we?
Battered woman's shelter.
Let's hear it again.
Of a battered woman's shelter.
Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Let's drive this nail in, right? Let's drive this nail in. Thank you. I'm glad you missed me, Amabon. I missed you too. Yeah, let's drive this nail home, Cindy. I wasn't home when I first saw you on Douchebag's live stream tonight. I was fucking dying to get home. Dying to get home to my laptop. Because that's why we do these things, isn't it? That's why we do what we do. Because Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, acts like a duck. It's a fucking duck, right? This bitch is a fucking duck. She wants to act like her video wasn't in poor taste. I'm slow down nice and slow so you sound wasted. We like it like that. Since you guys like to fuck with me, right?
A battered woman's shelter. Scoop up my story and
That's the thing
say,
about it.
oh,
That's the
hold
thing.
her in the utmost regard
Well, I hashtag Vern.
and
She's a
speak
great
of her
role model.
in the most proper.
And I'm gonna hashtag Traveler Girl Lou because she can say fuck 30 times in 20 seconds. Quite talented if you ask me.
way.
Is that what the muckers are? Is that what she calls them? Muckies? 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 Muckers? The mucks? The muckies? The fucky muckies? What is it she calls them? Traveler Girl?
But
Meth Gypsy? You been to see the Wiz lately? Huh? You easing on down that fucking road, are you? Sick of you and your fucking Lee press-on nails. Sitting there with your fucking Tammy Faye eyelashes. Talking shit about me. I've never done a thing to you, Lou. You're gonna wish bad karma on me? I'm rubber. You're glue. C'est la vie, bitch.
not when some slandering plagiarist wants to come in and scoop up my story and say, oh, they
Who would want to come in and scoop up a story like a school shooting? Anybody? Anybody? Any takers on that? Any takers? You guys still with me? It says there's 24 in the room. That means there's 48. 48 years and 240 fingers. One of them can hit something and let me know you're here. For real. Can't be that the douchebags have bigger cojones than the people who are the ones that have a good moral compass. Can't be that way. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Red. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Do you agree she has disdain in her voice? I think she does.
they lived there during their time of need of a battered woman's shelter.
Now, let's be for real. This video was put up August 7th, Cindy. August 7th. Hi, Red, Coward, I'm about. You guys, thank you. The video she decided was so, look, she's playing my video, was tonight. So basically, she already had this shit out there. She hashtagged Vern because she wanted me to react. Yeah, normally, maybe I wouldn't, but probably I would because that's what I do. They go, get new content. And I'm like, you are my content because fuck you, I'm not yours. And if they're going to make money off me, then I don't know. I'm not making it off me. You know what I mean? Maybe a little, nothing to write home about. I mean, I live here. Why would I write myself? That'd be just stupid. Not, what's that? I'm effective. So, thing is, though, is that she's saying this shit with disdain. She don't even have any empathy. Why do you hate Tiffany H so much that you gotta make 2 videos about her already?
A battered woman's shelter.
How snotty
And their
does she
child went
sound?
there. Oh, but their child just happened to not go there the day that this happened. No, bitch. You didn't live there.
Does she sound like a fucking bitch or what? Is it just me? No, really. You guys. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I could take it. I can take it. Serious. Come on, you guys. Am I wrong? You want to hear it again? Listen.
No, bitch. You didn't live there. I know and I understand that the first 3 letters of the towns that you lived in are similar. New London, New N-E-W, New London.
Yeah, we know how to spell new. See what I'm saying, you guys? See, everybody in here is too nice. And that's a good thing. You know that? That is a good thing. Because they're listening, right? And I know that because the number doesn't fluctuate. It might go up, but it doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I don't have at least the ears of some people here. And it's okay. It's okay to not have nasty words. Their chats are filled with nasty words, and in a lot of their chats, man, if it was my chat, it'd be empty. Those people would be gone. That's the only reason why it seems like there's people in their chats, is because, except for Bobbles or Andrew Reacts, there is some people. Like, trust, there's good people here. Everybody say, hey to Red. Hi, Red. There is good people on YouTube. Because we all know we are just adults that are like, getting interested in the latest thing that's going on in the world, which is technology. Why shouldn't we? But when somebody comes out with a phrase like, oh, you're on YouTube now, if someone called you a pedo, welcome to YouTube. No. Fuck no. No. And again, no. these people are acting decent. And if they think they are, well, they're not to me. So I get to tell them that they're not. And I'm sorry. Maybe some people will call that judging, but I call it whatever. Whatever it is, I just do it. And that's what I do. And that's what I do. And I do it. It would be great, wouldn't it, Howard? But a lot of people are watching, and that's good. Because to me, 23 people are watching, 24, 25, 30 is good. I think they're the same. They're Cindy Infinity. It's a pleasure. Hi, Maureen. Thank you. I appreciate that, Maureen. Thank you so much. See, we appreciate that, right, Howard? Thank, thank you, Maureen. Thank you. Right. You know, every once in a while, you know, it'll be the right time for somebody and they say hello. And, you know, I mean, we just like, I can't speak for everybody, but I just always like hope for the best out of everything. And I know it's stupid, like, sometimes I stand in my own way. Because I'll be like, you know, oh, but I can't. And it's like, well, if you haven't tried, how do you know you can't? You know, standing in my own way. And I gotta learn to get out of that. It's just hard, you know? But it's especially hard when there's a lot of discouragement and ugly going on. People who want to keep, you know, and you know, I will always remember, and I keep meaning to go back to that comment, but what Miss Pamela said, evil hates you. Keep doing what you're doing. That is why I don't look at it like, you know, oh, these are just you know, I look at this like it's a disease, you know, they're a disease. And if you ignore it, it kills you. And it's grown, man. If the world was a body and this type of behavior that's being paid for, you know? All right, Red. You know, I mean, this is like man, this is the time, you know? While we've got this platform, You know, let 20 ears tell one person each. That's 40, and then let them, you know. It's just, you know, man, I don't know. All we could do is try. Let's not stand in our own way.
And in Newtown, NEW, Newtown. Sandy Hook is a suburb of Newtown. Yeah, but guess what? In New London and Newtown are an
Is she
hour
being an
and 45
asshole?
minutes.
Is it just me? Is it just me? Or does she sound like she's being an asshole? I mean, is it just me? Because to me, she sounds like she's being an asshole. I mean, maybe you can't, maybe all that's okay. I don't know. She doesn't sound like she's coming out telling some heartfelt story from her heart. It's more like it's being said to hurt somebody else, doesn't it? To me, that's what it sounds like. I'm good, right? We got an authority. Authority on what? Being mean?
Minutes away from each other. You did not live or have your child going
Actually,
to Sandy Hook
72
School,
minutes.
which
72
is a
minutes
suburb
away
of
from each other. 72. But why do you have to keep saying Newtown?
Newtown. An hour and 45 minutes away from New London. Sorry. Let's continue this conversation.
Now, she's saying Newtown as much as people would say cancer. It's a psychological thing. Now, I don't know if people realize, you know, it's like when Sharon goes, cut, cut, cut. Okay? It's a psychological thing. You know? Cindy, so you're not that kind. Because what you're doing is rubbing in the face. Like you're making a mockery. This video makes a mockery out of a very, very important, you know, like a tragedy of a tragedy. You're making a mockery out of a tragedy.
Because your facts are not straight. And so I'm going to continue to tell the story completely straight. You're not telling it right. And so therefore, I'm going to tell it correctly.
You ever think that maybe you guys have two different stories? You're not her.
Thank you so much. Love all you guys. Good night.
No, to me, she sounded mean. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Am I wrong?
That's not your story. That's 1,000 other people, Cindy. No, actually, my story is my story when it comes to how I lost my niece. So it's a very personal story.
Right.
Yes.
But so
Agreed.
would Tina M says Cindy was accused of talking about Sandy Hook to get views for her channel of all stupid things. I didn't. Bobby Ramos goes, her sister passed away in 1984. Why is she saying that?
Tragic personal story that, I mean, it's hard enough for you to even tell what you told without breaking up, let alone having to tell facts, you know, relevant things that are not relevant on here. You know what I mean? As
Mhm.
far as that,
I don't know, but she tagged you in it. So are you happy about that, Vern? Not relevant is right. You're not relevant and tagged.
you know, you need to prove who it is and what it is in your life. And I mean, that's asinine.
It's completely asinine. And those are the people, the way that they act,
Yeah.
the way they talk.
Twat. Twat.
I mean, you motherfucker. You're going to sit there and tell me that that's not my story. Oh, well, it really isn't your story. It really wasn't your kid.
Don't you think that she just got through telling Tiffany H it wasn't Tiffany H's story, that she plagiarized it? Does she know she did that? Does she know she did that? Everybody? I mean, I know that this is like 2 days later, but do you know you did that? You know you did that, right?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Let me be real honest and frank with you right now. And I'm sorry, Vern. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, gloves off.
I don't give this a pass when it comes to the fact that I'm going to speak about something that happened with my family.
Oh, who are you giving a pass to, lady? All I did was do commentary on your own video. I mean, if you were offended by words, they were your own. I didn't say it wasn't your story. I pointed out that you were saying it was not Tiffany H's story. You said she plagiarized it. I don't think so. I mean, she was talking about her son, and you were talking about your niece. Tiffany H came out and talked about it a while ago and has been taking shit for it all this time. And instead of you supporting her, you come out and you make a fucking mockery of it and act like you say something about fucking my sister and the year, and you hint about doxing, and now you got freako Bobby Ramos in there talking smack, and you sit there and repeat the town she lived in over and over again. What is wrong with you? What exactly did she do to you? Mail you something and you didn't get it? I mean, really? Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Family. I don't need to give you fucking blood, DNA, names, or any of that. I would never.
I don't want it, you stupid douche. You think I don't have enough in my life? I mean, I already said, sorry that happened to you. I've been trying to call you a couple of times. But this is how you deal with it. And you think what you want, just like you said in your video. You believe what you want. So what's wrong with believing what I want? I only played your video. I believe you sounded pretty catty. You sounded catty. You really did. You sounded like you were making it about your hatred for Tiffany H instead of what it really should be about. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. So why are you yelling and screaming, lady? You put the video out. You did. You did. You did. Take accountability for your actions. You put the video out there. And since you know that I've been trying to call you, but you don't do it, and then you go this route, I told you exactly what I was trying to call you about. You decide to make some video about it and tag Freak of Nature and think I'm not going to fucking stick up for my friend. Even if Tiffany H wasn't my friend, I would be disgusted in your disgusting behavior right now. Okay? Bottom line, you're acting like an ass. And that's a fact, in my opinion, allegedly. Cha-Cha Ramos. Cha-Cha Ramos. Okay, Red. Cha-Cha Ramos. Now she says she has 23 wrenches. I just walk into the room and they give me a wrench. They think I'm a janitor. They think I'm the janitor. I think it's because I'm Mexican and they think I'm a janitor. I think they're racist. I do. What do you think, Kanti? I would kiss your ass. You look like a burrito to me. Blue, Blue, go kill every small creature outside, please. Bring them back for the sacrifice. We've got to do the Santa Muerta. Santa Muerta. Oh, I'm a good Catholic. I'm a good Catholic. I don't practice Santa Muerta. I don't got no crystal ball. Traveler girl, gonna wish that karma on them all. Here comes what's up and his boyfriend, random person. They work out together and shower. Bobby Ramos don't practice Santa Muerta. Mary smokes crack cocaine. That's Mary's life. They're all the same. Sorry, guys. I was just writing a new piece for Kalimba. Now, you really don't get that much anywhere, that kind of musical talent. Come on now. Did I not just fucking jam it to fucking Santa Muerta? No, I did. No, I did. I know, right? Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, come in here and try to claim this as mine when it wasn't. Okay?
I think you should say that, like, if you were Jewish. You're gonna come in here, try to claim this as mine, as if it wasn't. So, just trying to be a dick. You know me. Okay. Just saying. Just saying, Cindy. You're pissing me off. Because I, like an adult, phoned you to speak to you privately. You went on Vern's panel to address me. Cool. Cool. Cool, Cindy. And you want to make it about Sandy Hook. Wow. Wow. Exploiting a tragedy? I would say so. Oh, shut up, BP.
Correct.
And whoever wants to believe me can believe me. And whoever doesn't, fucking doesn't.
Ooh.
And whoever wants
No
to try to
way.
debunk me or dox.
Debug you. Why do you keep saying doxing? Is that something that you do? Who you been hanging out with? Like, I don't even use really that. I mean, I hate that. I mean, come on, lady. Fucking stop it, weirdo. Why is she talking like that? Let's turn this down. For first time ever, Cindy the Whisperer is not whispering.
Me or claim that I'm telling untruths. Yeah, okay. Go fuck yourself.
Well, you claimed somebody was telling an untruth. I just did commentary on your video.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, and I'm so done with it. And you can text me all you want. I'm done with this bullshit.
I was driving home then. And then I went live when
Shit.
I got home.
I am. I'm done.
It's unbelievable. It really is. The lack of sensitivity, the lack of care and all that, and from somebody that was expecting.
BP goes, does Cindy know what SG did to me? Oh, you mean after you were talking behind my back to someone I didn't even know? And then you went on to call me paranoid. And then, as it turns out, you were friends with Vern the whole time that I was giving you, like, trust. And yes. Good night, Howard.
All the support and care from other people, whatever, Chris. It's very simple. And you can't reason this kind of behavior because there's no excuse for it. There's no reason for it.
People can talk about anything they want. Meth G did a live on Olivia Newton-John, and she isn't related to her. She's messed up in the head. Hey, did you guys know I was messed up in the head? Because I did a chat on a tribute to Olivia Newton-John.
And I'm sorry. I really am sorry that happened to you because it's not fair at all.
Did you guys know that? I did a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, but we played a lot of different music, not just Olivia Newton-John. And I messed up in the head for that. Did you guys know that? No, seriously. That's typed here in this room. Meth G did a live. I've never seen Meth in my life other than on. I like Olivia Newton-John. Why can't I play it? But we played a lot of music. How does that make me messed up in the head?
Thank you. And it's sick. It's just so sick. I've dealt with this. This is why my family has not spoken out about this on their own platforms and has not been publicly doing suits to,
Hi.
the people that have done defame and all that to them,
Yeah.
And you know what? It's taken a long, she even plays this back tonight and she's like, well, yeah, it was over 10 years ago. I mean, okay, whatever.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it was over 10 years ago. It's been a topic that's been important the whole time. The Sandy Hook shooting has never, ever not been pivotal. It's always important. It's not slow down and gain speed. It's always important.
I mean, oh, I'm so sorry. 10 years, a child was murdered, massacred, and that just so is so flippant.
That's irrelevant. Yeah, that's irrelevant. Time's irrelevant here. This is something.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What have you been? Why are you pretending that you had a kid that died in Sandy Hook? The whole fucking live stream in there is talking to her as if she lost a kid in Sandy Hook and didn't just mock domestic violence.
Something that you can never forget, and it could be 100 years and it's still the same as if it was yesterday.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, like, how do you
Why did you just tell people to dox me and through my sister's obit? I mean, why did you do that? You know you did, and why are you so filtered? If you're not, you look like you have problems, brain problems.
Oh, did you call me tonight out of courtesy? Did you want to let me know you were gonna fucking defame me and slander me? Am I
Fame you? I didn't know you were famous.
family? Well, okay, great.
Yeah, it's horseshit.
Bobby Ramos goes, you never forget the loss of a child. She didn't lose a child, Bobby Ramos.
Pure and simple. And I'm sorry that she even has your number to even bother to harass you. That's
She called me.
yeah, and you need to get it out like BP said. Go ahead and completely. You can never forget the loss of a child. I mean,
Cindy, all I can say is I don't think anybody would lie about losing a niece. I don't know why you're not correcting them all, but I've been trying to call you for a reason. Only 2 times. Only twice. But it was for a reason. Before you even went public with your niece and stuff like that, I've been trying to call you for a fucking reason. Do you think I would call you to fuck with you or to kiss your ass? No. We're not each other's favorite people lately. I called you. Actually, I think it was 3 times. And 3 times you didn't answer. It was for an important reason. I don't fuck around, see. If I was calling you, I had something very crucial to tell you.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So
you as a parent, you're not supposed.
I heard Pink says, you will never forget that. Why is she allowed to still grieve over her sister's passing almost 40 years ago? Can anybody tell me where I said Cindy couldn't grieve?
Supposed to lose your child lose you. Yeah.
But you didn't lose a child, Cindy.
she even went so far as to say, well, you were going through something yourself personally at that time and doxes me. And I'm like, no, I actually wasn't. I actually wasn't. And I could tell you about the moment of where it was when I was told by a family member because
Well, if you were that affected by that, then you would definitely want to hear why I've been trying to call you. That's all I can say.
I had to be the one to tell everybody else that she was no longer alive. No one should ever be put in that position to tell somebody
No,
else.
I imagine it like this. You know, you wake up one day, you're feeding your child breakfast, you're taking them to school.
You know he threatened to cut his kids' heads off, right? Truth. That's why there's a restraining order on him. If you'd like, I can direct you to the live stream where he reads off the reasons for the restraining order. He says he was just LARPing. He was just acting. He was acting. He was acting. But I guess his ex was watching. And he said, literally, I didn't want it to come to this, but I'm going to have to hurt the kids too. Because I know that'll hurt you. That'll be you. And then it'll be not me, not you, her. Amanda, I think her name was. Amanda. I don't lie. I don't have a reason to. Not that I think I'd ever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess a reason to lie would be like if I'm not a snitch to the cops, right? I'm sorry. If that would be lying, then that would be lying. That I wouldn't be a snitch. So I wouldn't be a snitch. It would be lying to men, to police. Sorry. I would lie to police. I'm sorry. I just would. Let's be for real here. What kind of a fucking friend is gonna, like, you know, tell on ya? That's when you want them to know the difference between being a liar and being a snitch. Okay? You don't want to be a snitch. You do not want to be a snitch. Ever. Sorry. The way it is, it's the law of the land. We have these little talks here.
Well, you're not expecting to be told by the authorities that she was murdered at school. You're supposed to be safe at 6 years old.
It's not her kid. Why aren't you explaining that? Not that it's any different, but why are you like letting them?
I mean, I can't get past that. Like you're looking at them, they're perfectly.
That fucking picture is so creepy. So creepy. The picture is so creepy.
Healthy and now they're dead. I mean, like you talk about how unfair and how wrong that is, and all the levels of grief you have to go through. And as an aunt, you know, you have to grow up with your siblings. Imagine if you.
Well, at least he knows. But anyway, this guy sold his soul to the devil anyway, so in my opinion. But I'm just saying. I think he's creepy.
You lost your sister at the school like that. It doesn't matter whether it's anything like that. This is immediate family. And
what does this have to do with me though? Why are they having a long live stream acting like it had to do with me?
2,000 miles away from my sister and nieces, but just the same, if that happened, I would have been.
Fuck what Cancer of Hate thinks or says. That's what it says.
Been devastated. But imagine, you know, if you saw your nieces every other day or something. I mean, there's, you know what I mean? There's no saying, oh, well, they're not your children.
That was Vern farting. Nice.
And that's so cruel because it's your family. It's your fucking family. You know? It's your fucking family.
Apparently, What's Up isn't going to wait for the Pope to get there. He says, if that happened at a school near me, I'd probably get shot and killed because If the cops aren't there yet, I'm going in with my own firearm to take the savage out. I'm not gonna wait for the Pope. Detroit Deadpool says, fuck what Cancer of Hate says, thinks, or says. Yeah, we hate her.
Not it. You have your neighbor. That's like family. Like people here are like family. If something happened, I might be devastated. You know?
Oh, shut up.
Everybody, block them. All those people over
Oh,
there.
here
Is
comes
she in the
Sue.
chat?
She's so
She
special.
might have be with the phone.
Creepy,
She might not. Maybe come.
Creepy, creepy.
Because like I don't even know where to begin. You know what I mean? Like,
Right on. Get her.
I'm just at the point where like I can imagine
SG,
being a child like that.
SG, 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 SG. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her.
Right.
Hey, Brian, what happened to Cindy?
She's having another call. She keeps dropping off. Back.
Is she in the chat?
She might have be with the phone. She might not be here because of her network stuff.
I just wanted to give her some
Big old lump of lard over there, fucking chowing down.
really good advice.
Sure.
I can't see the chat. Oh, there's Cindy. Hey,
There she
Cindy.
is, creepy, creepy.
Hey, babe, how are you?
I'm good. I'm BP.
Hey, baby.
It's like I said, hey, Mib. Say, hey, Mib, how are you? I'm DP. And I said, hi, you're creepy.
Probably what you need to do is you need to take the advice that I took from I Heart Pink and go to her channel and
So she didn't turn out to be a douchebag, too.
everybody, block them. All those people over there, block them. Okay, that's what I've done. And I feel
Now, how is that being normal? All the people you established friendships with over here. If you have a problem with me, you gotta block everybody here. What kind of fucking theory is that?
so much better now. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna stay up here but just a minute because I got to get some sleep. But I just wanted to let you know that she's just a horrible person. She's an awful person. I had told her a story.
You know, all the people that they say to block them all, they're not horrible people, but block them anyway. Because, you know, they're like her. And I'm going to tell you a story. I had told her a story about myself, and I hurt her feelings really, really fucking bad. And she privately said something to me, and I put it all over public, is what BP's going to complain about right here. What this story she tells you guys, nobody needed to know this about her personal life that she says hurts her so much.
It wasn't confidential, but it was still personal. When me and my sister were little, we went to an orphanage for 2.5 years. Well, she got mad at me one day and sent me a text.
No. It was because you were calling me paranoid. You were friends with fucking Vern, and I didn't know.
And said, "Oh, now I know why your mother hated you so bad and put you in an orphanage."
And then right after that, I said, you know, I'm sorry for that. I don't mean that, but I'd already hit send. But you don't mention what you did to me.
And it nearly broke my heart.
Yeah,
So,
but you told me the other day I have no fucking feelings.
It's not you. She does it to everybody, and I'm so sorry she did that. Use this.
No,
That's
you can suss people out pretty good. That's
horrible. That is horrible. What she did to you.
What did I do to her? What did I fucking do to her? Play her video? Fuck you.
Block her and everybody in her, everybody, and then you need to go to NetNets and block them over there too.
Why? What did
That way
NetNet
you don't
do to
see
you?
what they're saying. You don't get upset.
What did NetNet do to you, BP? You fucking douche. So anybody who's my friend is what you want to say. You see how fucking childish you are? You bunch of fucking douchebags.
So that's what I would do if I were you. I did it, and I've been doing it for like 3 or 4 days, and I'm much happier now. I've had a real time with her. I don't know.
Wow, nobody's ever heard of you till now.
Did you hear me on the panel the other night?
I cut
Dogs could hear you, you fucking dog whistle.
bits and pieces of it because
You were
I
screaming.
didn't catch it live.
That's okay. I was just
Um,
wondering. I mean, she's
Is that Jules?
really a horrible person.
Well, you know,
How dare her?
Hello,
How fucking
storyteller.
dare her do that? You know what I mean? I mean,
Do what?
oh
Play
God.
her
See, that's the
video?
thing is, I'm trying to get through it and get over it. But every time I hear a story like this, it just pisses me off that much
Why
more.
don't you shut up when you hear a story? So you don't hear the whole thing, you dumb bitch? Are Peeps happy? You mean those chickens she was with?
It just really pisses me off. And when she did that to me, I didn't go after her then. I went after her when she went after Vern and she went after Prue. That's when I went after her.
Oh no, not you. No, please, not the big bad VP. No.
Mhm.
So you know what, Vern? I'm not gonna say it because they'll hear it. But anyway, she just needs to watch herself.
Are you threatening
With
me?
me, she better watch herself and she better not do anything
Did you just threaten me?
illegal. That's all
Ah,
I can say.
okay.
So I'm feeling for you. I'm very sorry that happened to you. You don't deserve that. But you know, it's like this. If you stir and shit, you're gonna get some on you. So the best thing for you to
Fuck off. VP.
do is stay away and never look back. So I'm gonna get off because I know I'm putting y'all to sleep. And but I just wanted to speak to you just for a minute.
Horrible.
And you talk in your voice. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. I really, I did make a joke that maybe your husband was there and you were, you know, whispers because that's what
That's what
Prue does because she don't want her husband to know what she's, you know, she says he would look at her like she was crazy if
she is.
if he knew what she was doing.
She
So
is.
anyway, but you know,
She is crazy.
you be you, okay? And I'm getting off of this and have a good night, okay? And just
GMA lost her son, and she mentioned that story. I don't know if you're
when
So GMA lost her son, right? Now listen to where this goes.
a while back, I guess, but you know, she's yeah.
I hate her. I don't believe I've ever hated anybody like I hate that girl. I didn't used to hate her. I used to feel sorry for her. Even
Now,
after
how
everything else.
is that? Either they are blaming me for it, or they. I mean, I really don't get that. I really don't get that.
I still something about me felt sorry for her, you know. I just
Don't feel sorry for me,
felt sorry
bitch.
for her, but not anymore. Not She's awful. She's a horrible person.
I didn't do
So
anything
I'm
to
getting off.
GMA's
I'm getting
kid.
off from her.
I didn't do anything to GMA's kid. I don't know why they're being so mean right now. Like, isn't that weird?
Go about so.
Do what?
So I learned that about her about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
You've been stalking me for a long fucking time. A long time. Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I've given her 2 chances, and I'm not going to be a 3-time loser. Okay, I'm getting off. She must have lost connection again, Brian. I'm gonna lay here until I go to sleep. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, GMA goes, I worry about saying it because of people like her. GMA, are you kidding me? Oh, fuck, man. Why would you think that? Like, that's just mean. It's a mean thing to say. I never had any dealings with GMA.
Well,
All right. Love y'all. Love you all in the chat. What's up, GMA? Bobby Raymond, I Heart Pink, Tina M. I love you, Tina. You're a good girl. And and DDP. You too, honey bun. You tell it. All right, I'm gone.
Jeez, oh, Pete. If only. If only. All right.
Love you.
Love you too. And yeah, GMA, I know your fears completely, and I feel for you. You know, I mean, you can't even like go up and say something without it being attacked by that person, you know, or other people, you know, that are part of that.
No. It is because they won't be attacked. It's the fucking stalkers that clone me and sit there and pretend that it's me doing it. But it's their friends, it's their own friends doing it to them. Well, supposed friends. They wouldn't know how to be a friend and ever. Anyway, I don't know anymore. Keep having tacos, you guys. Have a great day.